My topic is all about symbolism. What is symbolism? Symbolism represents a synthesis of form and feeling of a reality and the artist's inner subjectivity. Symbolism was a late 19th century art movement of French and Belgian origin in poetry, and the other arts seeking to represent absolute truths symbolically through language and metaphorical images, mainly as a reaction against naturalism and realism. So the characteristic of symbolism. The most common themes in symbolist art include love, fear, anguish, death, sexual awakening, and unrequited desire. Symbolist painters used wide variety of subjects including heroes, women, animals, and landscapes. They typically give the subject deep meanings such as love, death, sin, religion, or disease. They would use metaphors or symbols rather than real life to represent something. So, the symbolist artist, Odilon Redon, artist of Gustave Murillo, Pere Pobis de Chavannes, Ferdinand Adler, Edward Munch, and Paul Gauguin were also connected to symbolism. So, Odilon Redon, the work of Redon portrays a dream world inhabited by fairies, monsters, spirits, and other fantasy figures. This makes him typically representative of symbolism, an art movement in the late 19th century with a strong leading towards the subconscious, the extraordinary, and the inexplicable. So, Gustave Murillo. A French artist, Gustave Murillo, was one of the most vital artists of 19th century and a leading light of the symbolist movement. His works channeled both Renaissance art and the iconography of the Old Testament in the attempt of delve into the depths of his own emotions. Pere de Chavannes. He is known primarily for his large decorative scenes depicting figures in landscape, although he is generally regarded as a precursor of symbolism. He was independent of any contemporary movement, and his works appealed to academic and avant-garde artists alike. The other one is Ferdinand Adler. Ferdinand Adler was one of the best-known Swiss painters of the 19th century. His early works were portraits, landscape, and genre paintings in a realistic style. Later, he adopted a personal form of symbolism which he called parallelism on March 14, 1853 to May 19, 1918. Edvard Munch. Norwegian artist Edvard Munch on 1863 to 1944, like other symbolist artists and writers throughout Europe in the 1990s, rejected the impressionist practice of studying the effects of light on an exterior world and instead looked onward to explore themes of love and jealousy, loneliness and anxiety, sickness and death. So the last one is Paul Gauguin. Gauguin's symbolism was unique in that sought escape from civilization in less industrialized, so-called primitive cultures rather than the imaginary dream of his predecessors. So, why is symbolism important? Symbolism is one of the most important elements in giving your art depth. It can be in the colors of painting, the metaphors in a poem, or the settings of a scene or book. Symbols can be very broad, like a storm that symbolizes danger or a crow that symbolizes death. That's all. Thank you.